There we go. Got the mute. Got it. Got the shish kebab on the background. Again, everybody, it is Labor Day, and we're gonna do a barbecue workout. So we got barbecue picture on the background of some shish kebab. And again, Nick's getting in right now. We got a great group on here, a dedicated group. Remember, within exercise and within your community, there's going to be different positions of leadership. And some people might not even be a leader. Some people, they might be who you're helping as a leader. And I think it's great. We got a bunch of leaders on here today, really dedicated to the team and dedicated to their own personal fitness, and not just their personal fitness, but the people right next to them too. If you might even have somebody right next, if you got somebody next to you, maybe give them a hug or something, give them a hug. I wish I could give my mom a hug right now. I'd give my mom a great big hug. And it is a holiday for a lot of folks, so some folks are hanging out with family. Nick's got his hand up in there. Nick, good to see you on here, man. Again, everybody, we're gonna have a special kickoff to the workout today, and we discussed this before, but Carla, because it's a holiday and a lot of people are out doing things that have the national anthem do a kickoff, Carla's going to be singing the national anthem for us. She's also going to do the breathing motto, and that's going to help to get you. Remember, it helps to get you focused. And Carla, whenever you're ready, let's have a sip of water. And then again, everybody on YouTube, welcome whenever and wherever you are. And Carla, I'm excited. All right, let me go ahead and do the breathing motto, and then we'll bring the flag up.
1, 2, 3. Bring the good. Bring the bad. Bring the happy. Bring the sad. Being your best. Be the worst. Being your powers. It goes for a happy Labor Day for everybody.
All right, here you go.
You ready? Say, can you see what the dawn's really like what's over proud will be bright, and the twilight lights prepare. 5 stars stand star to the pebbly lights. Was a girl be put, and the twilight lights cease raining, and the Rockies breathing get through the night, that a flag was still there. Oh, there's stars from Bengal and on the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Oh, Carla, that was awesome. Wow.
I wore the shirt today for this one.
And she had the stars on the red shirt. Carla, that was really, really good.
Thank you.
I could tell you had done some practicing, and again, I think you've done it before, and every time you do it, you get better.
I do.
It's just like exercise. It's just like the pizza delivery, hula hoop exercise, or just like Nick doing his single leg balance. It's just like everybody here. When we're trying to do anything, the more we practice it, the better we get. And I heard Carla, she made a good point. She said, I practiced it in front of my mother and my sister. And when you do that, when you show off your talent, when you show off a skill, and it's not showing off in a bad way, it might be saying, hey, check this out. I want to show you this, or I want to practice, and I want to show you so that you can give me feedback. When you do that, guess what you're really doing? You're getting your mind to fire up to that next level, because now you're kind of on the spot and you want to do your best. Who's ever been in a situation like that before, where you've You've maybe practiced on your own something. Maybe you've been in a play before. Who's ever been in a play and you're practicing, and then you're like, okay, I've been practicing, but now I'm going to practice in front of maybe family and friends. And even though it's family and friends, you might get a little nervous, and your mind kind of, it starts to do different things. And what you can do with that, and Carla showed us, is you stay focused, and you're going to fall back on your training. So if you get worried and you think like, oh, I don't know what to do, well, you do know what to do. You're going to do whatever you've practiced. And so again, great job to Carla. I saw Nick, he had the salute going. Some folks had the hand on the heart. So when you do the salute, when I was in the Navy, and you get to the Navy in the very beginning, that's not a movement that you've probably done a lot. And when you get to boot camp, there's times where they'll make you really hold it, and they want it to be so that it's real quick, so that you can kind of salute. And it's always kind of the same thing. No matter what you do, you just kind of keep, and they would have us just hold our arms up just like this, right at the brim of our hat. And you could feel it. You could feel it work in your deltoid. You could feel it strengthening in your armpit. Sometimes your arm would get tired, and you would have to mentally kind of work through it. So again, great job to Carla getting us kicked off. Breathing motto and national anthem. We got the flag behind us. Again, it's a holiday, and it's a holiday that a lot of people do cookouts, they do barbecues. And so we got the picture of the barbecue on the background. Let's see if I could find it again. It's in here with all these pictures, a bunch of vegetables, and there's broccoli at the barbecue. Let's see, what else do we have at the barbecue? We got a whole platter of fruits and vegetables. Here's more fruits and vegetables, more fruit, some fish at the barbecue. Here's a whole bunch of nuts and berries. And but we're going to get to the grill, and I'm going to tell you why we got the grill on here, because what we're going to look at today is doing some exercises that are going to kind of replicate maybe if we were doing some cooking. So let me show you what I got over here real quick. And this is just going to be 3 things. And if you want to get these 3 things, if you have them, you could get them, and you could maybe do the workout with them. So who knows what these are? You got the answer? Tongs. I'm seeing some people are mouthing it, and that's right. They're called tongs. And what's cool about the tong is it's the shape of a V. So like we had our arms up in a V and we squish together. That's happening here at the shoulders. Well, with the tongs, if these were the arms, this would be the shoulders right here. And when you bring them together, they pinch together. And what can you do with tongs? What do people normally do with tongs? Do they unscrew the lid on the water bottle? That's probably, you might be able to do that, but that's not what a lot of folks do. They flip a lot of food over, maybe stir some things up, kind of grab at food. And so what we can look at today with the tongs is we're just going to try to pick up a couple different items and maybe move them. So just like I had my water bottle there, check this out. Again, holding the tongs with this water bottle, well, that weight is now going to be in my wrist and even down here through my forearm into my elbow. And again, you can see I'm squeezing the tongs. I'm using my index finger and my thumb. And that's just with the water bottle right there. The other thing we have is just like a pot, like a regular old pot. And this is a pot. If I was going to make maybe some rice or something, I might cook the rice in this pot. And the other thing I have is a plate, just a regular old plate. So we're going to look at doing, I think at least maybe we'll try to do 2 exercises with each of those items. And again, it's just something that if you're at a cookout, you might have going on. The other thing that a lot of people are doing today is they're playing volleyball. I don't know why. It's just a volleyball day. It seems like Labor Day is always a volleyball day. So we're going to, in a little while, we're going to pretend like we're playing a little bit of volleyball, and we'll work on kind of the volleyball moves, like the serve and the spike. And I think there's one where they say you bump it, and you bump it, like you got to get it with your arm. I don't know. We're going to explore some moves with volleyball. But let's explore some moves with our neck to get started off. So You know, again, a lot of people on Labor Day, they're taking it easy. I'm glad we're all here to make ourselves a little bit better on this day. Think of it as an opportunity and an investment. So we're getting a little bit of investment. It looks like Carla in a little bit, she's going to be showing us exercises with the kettlebell in the bag. We got Byron, he's going to be doing his combo flow. Nick, are you going to do some leadership too? We got the thumbs up. Sandy, if you want to do some leadership too. All right, so we're going to have a great leadership participation today. And let's go ahead and let's move our head and neck around, and let's think about, let's spell out barbecue with our head and neck. I don't know, it's just something to think about. So we're going to do barbecue in capital letters with our head and neck, and let's do each letter 2 times. Let's go one way and then we'll reverse it. So we'll go in the backwards flow. Here we go. The first letter, barbecue, letter B. So I'm going to start up top, and I'm going to make this part first. I'm going to go around and making the outside of the B, going down, and then I'm going all the way up to the top. And now I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to go down, top to bottom, and then come out and then kind of bring my head around to the middle. And then I'm going to come out here and I'm going to bring my head around to the top. I really like that top. That's like making the letter P also. I really like that move where we're kind of coming around like that move. Maybe like you're looking at a shooting star or something. Again, it's a great move for the neck. All right, bar. So we got A. So let's go. I'm going to start down here, down at my shoulder, down at the bottom. And then I'm going up all the way to the top. And then I'm going up all the way down to this shoulder. Now we're going to go up halfway. So here's halfway point, and then just go across for your A. Now we got to reverse it. So here we go. I'm going across the middle of the A, down to the shoulder, up all the way up, and then down all the way down. Awesome. All right, the letter R. Here we go. So again, I'm going to start down here, bottom corner with the shoulder. And I'll tell you what, I'm being honest. When I'm doing these, I'm picturing a gigantic letter in front of me. There's a lot of things in front of me right now. I'm not thinking about any of them. I'm honestly picturing a gigantic R that goes all the way down, as far down as I can see it. And then it's just like, whoa, look, oh my gosh. It'd be looking at, like, if you saw Godzilla or King Kong, you'd be like, wow. And then you're going to come all the way around. There we go, right here. And they're bringing it down. I love that move. Let's do that move back up. So shoulder to halfway point. Here we go with the letter P, bringing it around and then bringing it down. Ooh, fun. So we got bar and then another B. So we're getting a lot of B's in here. Let's go ahead with the B again. I'm going to start down at the bottom this time. And I'm going to go up. And then I'm going to come around to the middle. And then around down here. And then we're going back this way, up and around. I'm already feeling it now in my neck. I don't know about you, but we're on the letter B in barbecue, the second B. And I'm already now feeling a difference in my shoulders, my trapezius, in my neck, feeling it. All right, Q. So we're going to go Q, U, E. So let's start off with a big circle, and then we'll throw the slash in the Q. Let's go. We got somebody joining us in. Here we go, bringing it all the way around. All the way around. Nice big circle going around. Bringing it up right here, and then you got to do that little slash with the Q. Sometimes they do a little squiggly Q. Who's ever seen that before? Let's go ahead and reverse this. So let's go bring our slash again, our little hash mark, and then go up and around. I'm going the opposite direction now. I think that's the opposite direction. It feels opposite. All right. The letter U. So here we go. So we're going to go up to either side. You can start upward, right or left, and then bring your chin down. Kind of like you're on a swing set. And then going up. Bringing it down again. Bringing it down all the way across the bottom. And then bringing it up. All right. Last one, we got a lot of straight lines. It's the letter E. So again, a lot of straight lines with that capital version E. I'm going to start down over here at the bottom of one of the legs of the E, like if it was an L, same place. I'm going to go over here I'm going to go across the bottom, up halfway, across the middle, then up to the top, across the top. All right, there's our letter E. Let's bring it backwards. Let's go across the top. Bring it down in the middle, across and back the middle, bringing it down to the bottom, going across the bottom. That smells barbecue. Now, not only are we hungry, but we also have our neck warmed up. Let's have a sip of water. Let's make sure we're on top of it. Bernie's not here to be on top of it for us, so we got to make sure we're staying hydrated. It's still hot out there. I think is it officially fall yet? Does anybody know? Is it not yet? Not yet, right? Okay.
Not until I believe the 22nd, I want to say.
It's coming up. It's coming up soon, everybody. Our summer has just gone right by. We got to do some fun things. If you haven't got to do something you wanted to do this summer, you still have a little bit of time. And if you're in San Diego, we got a little bit of extra time. You know, I know we got our buddy Tyler on here in Michigan. You're going to be having snow coming out pretty soon. So you got to get those outdoor activities in, and you got to start planning for some good winter activities. What are you going to be doing this winter when it might be cold or rainy outside? I know what Sandy's going to be doing. Beautiful art, crafts. Oh my gosh, on the fitness social, always something special. All right, let's go ahead again. Have that sip of water. Carla, she put it in the chat room. We're going to get our shoulders going. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put Nick to the test. And Nick, I want you to name 3 muscles that are around the shoulder area. You can do it in the chat room while we're getting warmed up. And I might mention them, but I'm not going to say them right here in the beginning. Nick's one of our team leaders. He took the trainer test. Let's see if he remembers some of these muscles. All right, so the first muscle we're going to work, remember, it's the one that kind of lifts our shoulders up. If we were ever going to bring things up by our ears, this is going to be one of the key muscles to do that. What's that muscle that helps with the lift and when we're doing a circle? It's also, if you're holding it up, it's doing the holding. So imagine you had some cables or some bungee cords and you tightened them up to where they didn't then extend. Well, right now they're squeezing up and they're tightened up and they're holding. The muscles themselves are just holding up the shoulders. Go ahead and bring them down. Try to bring them down. Try to put them like you're trying to put them in your back pocket. It's a funny saying, but if you think about it, you'll get a little bit of extra. Who's getting a little bit of extra down? Remember, there's something in the back. Oh, look at this. Oh my gosh. Very good. So we got trapezius, deltoid, and the shoulder blades. Remember the shoulder blades? He's right, everybody. Nick's right. The shoulder blades are also known as the scapula, and they have a lot of muscles attaching. Remember, we also have the muscle in our chest. If you put your hand, if you're able to, put your hand kind of right here in the front part of our shoulder. So right in here, and then just do some free movement, you know, move it around, see what kind of, and look, you can see I'm right here and right in my shoulder. Right, and you can feel. Now, when you lift your arm up, you're going to feel the muscle here. When you bring your arm, try to bring your arm across your body, you're going to feel the muscle kind of getting pushed up. Well, those are your pecs. We all got them. We all got pecs. Our pecs are our chest muscles. Now, you might also feel muscle right in here. Well, that's the front part of your deltoid. They call that the anterior deltoid. And they're all kind of connecting up right up in here. And you can feel them kind of moving around. Now put your hand on top of your shoulder.
Oh, John, isn't that what's called the ACL joint in your shoulder?
No, so there's the AC joint. And that is right about here. If you feel on your shoulder.
Tip of your shoulder, right?
On the tip of your shoulder, you're going to find a little point. And that little point is the AC joint. And on some folks, including myself, that is where you can get a shoulder impingement. Has anybody ever heard of a shoulder impingement before? And what's happening is your shoulder, it's inside of a capsule. It's inside of like a perfect pocket. I'm trying to see if I can show you an example. I bet I can here. So look at this. Is there water in here? There isn't. Let's imagine this glass is our shoulder, and my water bottle, it fits in there like this. You can see my water bottle can kind of move around in there, and it can move this way and that way, and it can lift up, and it can do all this. And this right here, imagine this is kind of the whole part of your top of your shoulder where the bones come together. And again, you have your collarbone, it's coming together, and everything's kind of coming to a point right here. And what can happen, and this is your humerus. The water bottle is the humerus. It's the bone in my arm. That's about right. Look at that right in there. And you can imagine it's moving around. When I lift up, it's lifting up. When I move down, it's lifting down. When I go out, and it's right there in my shoulder. Just like if this cup was right here. There we go. I'm a bad weatherman. And it'd be kind of inside there. So when I move around. So what happens with an impingement is the shoulder, the arm is getting pulled up into the socket. It's getting pulled up in there, maybe by the muscles, maybe by our posture. There's a lot of things that can cause to an impingement. But when that, and then it gets in there, and then you're trying to move, and it's kind of bumping into it, and it might hit a nerve, or the muscle tissue might get some discomfort there, and that can be very painful. But our shoulders, if they're treated well, if you take care of your shoulders and you do the stretches and a lot of the movements that we do in our workouts, they're designed for shoulder health. Now, we are trying to strengthen our shoulders, but we're trying to make sure that they're healthy in all the 3 dimensions. Remember, we talk about that a lot: backward and forward, side to side, and rotation. And we want to make sure our shoulder has all of those. We even that's why we treat our armpit so well, because the armpit is holding up. It's holding things up right here. That's an important job. That's why we do things like the armpit squeeze and the medicine ball hold. So again, Nick was right. We had trapezius lifting the shoulders and the arms.
All right, thank you. That was a good teaching
Got it.
opportunity.
Yeah, that was excellent. And it's great for a holiday too. You know, we got a nice good one today. The deltoids lifting the humerus, the arm, you know, but it's really, what's the deltoid really lifting? It's lifting on the humerus bone. Well, what's connected to that? The rest of the arm. So the arm goes with it. But what if I wanted to just lift the lower arm? So if my arm is down, I wanted to lift just the lower arm. All of this stays down low. Well, that's the bicep. The bicep just lifted the lower arm. And as that lower arm goes down, the bicep and the tricep, they're keeping it from just falling down fast at the speed of gravity. Okay, anything else, if you imagine this water bottle and I want it to stay there, it won't. It won't stay there. But if I took this and I locked it in with a bunch of rubber bands, I could get it to stay there. Can you imagine that? If you had the unlimited supply of little tiny rubber bands, and you were given a pile of sticks, all with little connection points like this, and you were like, hey, you got to put all that together, and you got to do it with all these little tiny rubber bands, and you can run them all over the place. That's a lot of how our body is designed. There's a very, very well kind of design of function. And when our bodies aren't functioning the way they're designed, that can start to give us things like the impingement. It can give us pains. We've talked about our neck sometimes, and that gives us sometimes headaches. There's a lot of things that sometimes when the muscles aren't balanced and doing their jobs, sometimes they can have an injury or not be kind of helping us out. But if we're exercising, if we're being thoughtful, if you're just thinking about your muscles, you're doing better than most of the people in the country. Most people aren't even thinking about it, especially on a day like today. They're not thinking about health and exercise. They might even be thinking about indulgence, going overboard because it's a holiday. But I think a holiday is a great opportunity to actually better yourself. And so that's what we're all doing here. So the shoulders, again, lifting up our body. We got everything connected by muscles. I got my arms connected right here. Same thing in my hands. Same thing. my flexors in my arm here are gonna flex and they're gonna pull my hand in. So I'm able to lift, even if I can bring just my fingers up. So I can, let's try this out. If you're not gonna be able to see this on my side, but you gotta know to, so put your arm down, go ahead and first start, curl your fingers into a fist, then curl your fist up to your shoulder, then lift your shoulder at the deltoid. Now lift it all up at the trapezius. And you can now, let's reverse it. You can see how that's all connected. Let's go down with the trapezius, down with the deltoid, down at the elbow, uncurl the hand. And that's a way, and you felt that going into the middle of your back. I know you did. And that shows you how it's all connected. Let's do it on the other side just to keep things balanced. So let's go again. So curl the fingers, curl the wrist, then curl the hand. So we did extra wrist curl in this one, bringing up the deltoid, and then bringing up the trapezius. Look at all those levels that we can kind of move throughout this connection down our arm. Bringing it down, wrist, and then the hands. Okay, great job. Let's have a, I was reading the chat room there. Carla wants to go first. Yeah, I think you can go first, Carla. Let's have a sip of water. Let's keep on moving on the party though. Right now, I bet just like me, you're feeling water break. Carla typed it in. That's awesome. Mind reader, Carla. That's the second time Carla's got it. Right when I was going for water break, she had it right. I think she's got maybe like her computer is locked in on my mind. It's reading my level of thirst or something. I don't know what. I like it though. All right. So we have, if you're like me, you probably aren't feeling too much going on, again, throughout kind of the middle part of your body right here. And so let's go ahead and let's work on that. And we're going to do that by doing an exercise called the chop. If you want to do this with an object, you can. I'm going to do it without one. And what we're going to do, we're going to do 2 different chops now because we can. We're going to do 3 different chops because we might do 4 different chops. My mind keeps going into all these different versions of chop. And my daughter listens to a song that goes chop, chop, choppity chop. And it's teaching her about vegetables and fruits and stuff. So I'm all in the chop mode. So with the chop, the first one we're going to do ball of energy or a ball. If you got a ball, or you go ball of energy. And we're going to go reaching up kind of over our shoulder one way. We're going to bring the ball into our chest. And then we're going to reach down towards the other side of our body. Let's go ahead and do 5 of these. We're going to be using our arms. We're going to be using the biceps, everything we've already got warmed up. It's all starting to happen. Again, I'm going to start from the middle and let's go for 5 of these. So I'm going to go up and then down. That's 1. Going up and then down. 2. Up and then down. 3. Up, reach with those arms. Down. 4. Then bring them in like this. Up and down. 4, 5. All right, let's switch directions. I'm going to start with going down on the first one here. So I'm going to go down, up, up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3, down, up, 4, down, up, 5. All right, feel real quick. I know you already do. Right here, I know you're feeling that. You might also be feeling a little more now in the deltoids and maybe even a little bit kind of in like your mid-torso. If you're in a seated position, you're probably going to be feeling mid-torso, maybe some lower abdominals, and again, maybe some of this across the body the way we were bringing it in and out. Now let's go to chop number 2. She's doing great. Chop number 2, and that's going to be lumberjack chop. So we're going to go lumberjack chop, 5 on each side. If you want to go one hand, you can go one hand. You're going to go off your shoulder. You're going to extend out, and you're going to be, imagine you have an axe chopping into a piece of wood. If you want to go 2 hands, we're going to have both hands up as if they're holding on to a handle. So they're locked in on it together. And we're going to go over the shoulder, chop, and then we're going to bring it in. All right, that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're going to go chop. 1, chop. 2, bringing it in. Chop. Getting wood ready for the winter. 3, chop. 4, bringing it, pop it up on your shoulder. There we go. And chop. 5, here we go. One more, and then chop. I said 5 or 6. I don't know. Let's get it up on the other shoulder. Said 5, but we did 6, I think. That's okay. 1 extra is okay. All right. Axes on my other shoulder. This is going to be more difficult for me. I'm going to have to think about it. I'm going to try not to make it as difficult, but my left side isn't my strong side. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, and we're going to go. Chop. 1, there we go. Chop. 2, up on the shoulder. Chop. 3, bringing it in. Chop. Getting that tricep going. 4, bringing it in. Chop. We got to do 1 more now. 5, and chop. 4, 6. Now, again, I felt that in the back of my arm a little bit. Felt it a little bit, again, in my core in this area. All right, the next chop that we're going to be doing is going to be the high knee chop. This is the one we do.
Or the high elbow.
The high knee kick. Yep, so high knee kick, high elbow chop. You can do either or. So, Nick, this would be one for you to be practicing your leg balance on. And if you want to stand up and do this one, maybe do a high knee, and then you're going to try to do a chop at the same time. All right. And so you're going to high knee and chop almost as if you're trying to kind of like touch your toes or touch your knee. You're chopping it. It's going to get your core going, and it's going to be quick. It's going to be fast. Nick, try one out. Let's see if you got it. Go. So high knee and a chop. So bring your arm up into a chop mode. There you go. Now, Nick, I want you to go knee up and chop down at the same time, like you're going to chop. And Nick's coming up. He's going in the spotlight. All right, Nick, arm up to over your side. There you go. So now we're going to go with that left knee is going to come up, and I want you to try to chop it with your hand at the same time. And down, knee. There you go. Nice. That was really good. Now I want you to try to get it to where they're going together. Yes, just like that. So what Nick's doing, again, he's working on a knee balance chop. I'm bringing up my elbow and then doing a chop. Let's go for 5. Here we go. 5 on one side, Nick, and then 5 on the other. But start off with your arm up, because that's going to balance your body. Just having your arm up like that is going to help you balance. Now, when you bring your leg up, hold it and then chop it down just like that. There you go. Nice job, Nick. All right, here we go, everybody. Bring those arms up. 3, 2, 1, and chop. 1, bringing it up, chop. 2, bringing it up, chop. 3, bringing it up, chop. 4, bringing it up, chop. 4, 5. All right, now let's feel the difference on the other side. It's going to be different. This is going to be different. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and chop. Ooh, that feels different for me. 1, chop. Bringing it down. 2. Imagine you're cutting a board. You got to imagine you're cutting a board in front of your body. Chop. So you're going through it. 3, chop. And then maybe you're stopping it on yourself. Here we go. 4, chop. And 5. Nice job, Nick. Nice job. Look at that. Now try just do a single leg balance. Put both arms up over your head, and now try to balance on one leg. Just off the ground, just like an inch, just like a little bit. Just a tiny bit, no, like an inch off the ground, like very, very, very close to the ground. Just pick it up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Even smaller than that. Even smaller. I got my hands up too. Even smaller than that. Even smaller. Keep working on the smallest lift you can make. Smallest lift, and then try to bring your toe over to your other foot's ankle. There you go. Bring your toe. You're going to bring your toe close to that ankle when it's in the air. Ooh, there you go. Keep going for a small lift. Squeeze your abdominals and go for another try. Here we go. One more try. Oh, look at that. Nice job, Nick. There you go, man. All right, take a break. Everybody, again, thanks to Nick, again, showing us, some of his goals here are about working on that leg balance, doing those exercises where he's just challenging himself in multiple ways. And in that case, you saw him doing a chop timed up with the leg raise. So again, super, super technical exercise. And then when Nick got to go back to just doing the simple leg lift, he was good at that. But then we made the simple leg lift a challenge by giving him that just lifted a little bit adjustment. Then when we took that all away and his mind was like, I'm on it, he got it dialed in. All right, let's have a sip of water. We're going to do our exercises with our barbecue. We got some leadership on. We got Coach Emily on. We got a great group here today, again, on a holiday. You're on YouTube. You might be watching us on a different day, but for a lot of us right now, it is Labor Day, and we are all choosing to better ourselves, to exercise, to be here and to be a part of this community. Carla's putting in water break. There's water break. All right. The first thing that I want to look at doing is, again, going back to the tongs. So if you have a set of tongs, go ahead and grab them. And what we're going to do with the tongs is we're just going to do a simple lift and flip. And we're going to do a lift and a move. So we're going to move an object from one side to the other, and then we're going to try to flip an object. So the first thing that I'm going to choose, I'm going to pick something that's kind of light. So what do I got? So you got to do this too. You might have to look around and think, what do I have that's a little bit light? And well, this isn't bad. This is the food. My fish food. It's not very heavy. And I'm going to try to pick it up with the tongs and just move it from one side of my desk to another. So right now it's over here. So I'm going to pick it up and I'm going to go ahead and give it a squeeze. Now you can squeeze like this, where you're using maybe your thumb is kind of on the back of the tong there to help with the pressure. You could squeeze like this with a full squeeze, or if you're able to, you're going to try to squeeze where you're really going to be using maybe your index fingers, maybe your index and middle finger, and then your thumb will be like they'll be pushing together, like you're doing a pinch, like you're trying to pinch something. So the first one here, I'm just going to go. I'm just going to do a simple lift and move. I'm going to do 5, and then I'm going to switch hands and do it with the other side. So first one right here, I'm just picking it up, moving over side 1, picking it up, and I'm going to start to put it at different ranges. 2, picking it up and bring it over here. 3, picking it up, bring it over here, trying to put it in the pot. Yep, I got it in the pot that we're going to use here. 4, pick it up, moving over here. 5. Now I'm going to switch hands. I'm going to try to do the same thing with this hand. Going over here, picking it up. It's going across my body over here, setting it down. Got 1 over there, picking it up, bringing it this way. 2, picking up, going to bring it out in front. 3, pick it up. I'm going to bring it over my head. Don't want to spill it if it's a drink there. 4, and pick it up. I'm going to bring it down low, pass it off, bring it up high again. So again, that is simple exercise, but it's just something that helps us to work on our kind of the hand coordination. Some would say hand-eye coordination, but you don't necessarily need to see what you're doing for this. This is more about working on that hand
John, I was
dexterity.
alternating my hands doing the finger pressure.
Doing the finger pressure?
I was going like this.
Nice.
Alternating my hands.
Absolutely. Remember, everybody, when you get that, just like big, again, side to side motion, you're getting your core involved. When you're focusing on your hand, the rest of your body's kind of going along for the ride. It can help to strengthen everything up. Let's try to do a flip. And so again, with the tongs, if I had this here, if it's something with a lid, make sure the lid's on tight and just try to flip it over and then set it down. And then I could try to take it the other way and then just flip it over again. So what I really want to work on here is my wrist rotating over and then still being able to operate, still being able to then let go or maybe do another squeeze. So again, I got the fish food right here, picking it up, bringing it over. And let's watch up here in my shoulder. Let's see if anything happens up in my shoulder. I'm going to try not to use my shoulder. We can see just a little bit. And if you're trying it with me, you might feel even in the back of the arm. So all the way, something as simple. Let's try to switch to the other hand. Something as simple as rotating the lower arm has an effect all the way up into the shoulder. And again, you can flip this one way. You can try to flip it the opposite direction. And again, you want to see, am I still able to operate the tongs? I got this over on one side of my body. I'm flipping it over. Might bring it over here on this side of my body. Also trying to flip it over, but it's all about working out that elbow and working out the hand. All right, let's go ahead. We got some leadership on here. We might need to get to a leadership party. Let's do that. let's go ahead and bring up some party. We got Carla. She's got a kettlebell sandbag. So that's what we got first up. Now I have, like what Byron's got, I got a sandbell. So let's have Carla get going. After Carla, I'm thinking Sandy should be next. So we got Sandy. Does that
So
sound
let's
good,
have
Sandy?
Carla go first and then Sandy.
Let's have Carla go first, and then we'll have Sandy. That'll give Sandy a minute. I know Carla's ready, and if Sandy needs to get anything or like have a sip of water, she can do that right now. All right, Carla is up, getting unmuted. And Carla, what are you gonna have us do?
You were doing the thing. I copied you too. I had the same thing. I was doing it for you.
Awesome, nice. Do you ever help out with the cooking?
Sometimes I help the cooking. Sometimes I help out.
That can be a really nice thing.
We're gonna do the turning one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And then we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to do curve. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm gonna do sexually ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're gonna hold it up for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Carla, that was
I did a slow motion.
Well, and you know what? And I saw Coach Emily, she said it. That was a great tempo.
And take water, please.
Everybody, let's drink some water. Excellent tempo. Remember, everybody, we can do
Thank you.
exercise
See you
fast.
Wednesday.
We can do exercise slow. We can do exercise and even sometimes pause the exercise. All right, remember,
See you
there's
Wednesday.
a lot of different speeds we can move at. And Carla, she's going to be there on Wednesday. I hope you are too at 11 o'clock. Sandy, what do you got for us today?
I got the heel, toe, spin.
With the stick?
With the stick.
So Sandy's going to be tapping her heel, tapping her toe, and then doing a spin. Let's go ahead and see it. She's going to be moving back into her position there, getting the chairs out of the way sometimes. There we go. All right. And show us how it's done. I can see a lot of folks getting their sticks ready right now. So she's holding it up with two hands.
So heel,
Going down, tapping the heel,
then the toe,
then down and tapping the toe. And I'm doing it with my imagination.
and spin.
And then spin. And then switching over to the other foot.
Yes.
Ooh, I like it. How many of those should we do?
Since it's the beginning, 10.
Let's do 10. That'd be 5 and 5. All right. Let's start at 0 though. That first one was a practice. I'm going to scoot back a little bit. And you know, I'm going to do this with my water bottle. So I'm going to try to touch my water bottle to my heel, then to my toe, and then I'm going to bring it up, spin, and then to the other side. All right, Sandy, give us a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yep.
Heel, toe, spin. Heel, toe, spin.
2,
Switch. Heel, toe, spin.
3,
Heel, toe, spin.
4. Well, I like 10.
Heel, toe, spin.
Nice.
Heel, toe, spin.
6,
Heel, toe, spin.
7,
Heel, toe, spin.
8. Good. 2 more, everybody.
Heel, toe, spin.
9. Last one. Here we go.
Heel,
Here you go, Nick.
switch.
Toe and spin. Wow. Sandy, that's a really great exercise. And I'll tell you what, most people remember, we always talk about folks moving forwards and backwards. But when you're doing something like that heel tap, you're kind of moving a little bit to the side and even a little bit kind of with that rotation. And it gives your brain a really nice challenge with tapping the heel and then the toe, going between the two. It really gives you something to concentrate about. And what I was doing my water bottle. I was reaching kind of back behind to tap my heel. Then I was reaching around the front to tap my toe and then doing the spin. And again, Sandy, it's a great move. It gets your core going too. And thank you for sharing that with us.
I made it up this morning.
I love it. I love it. It's a great exercise. You know what? I mean, and it could be one of those ones to where like Byron and like we've talked about, I could see somebody in the parade up front with their staff, you know, they're dancing and twirling. And then I could see them going tap, tap, twirl. It's a move. A grand marshal in a parade has done heel tap twist or heel toe spin. There we go. Heel toe spin. Great job. A great job. Sandy, again, coming up with exercises, sharing them with us. Carla's talking about the water break. Byron's getting ready for the flow. Let's do this. Let's bring up both Byron and Nick. Let's go side by side, split screen, and let's go for a little bit of a short flow. And then let's have Nick, you do the resistance bar, and Byron do the sandbag. All right. So Byron's going to do the sandbag. We're going to do kind of a short flow because we got a great opportunity to kind of end off our Monday workout with a meditation Monday. And that's what we should do. So let's go ahead and do short flow. Here we go. We got Nick. We got Byron. We got the guys are up and ready, and they're starting with the side-to-side sandbag toss, going right hand, left hand around the back. Right hand, left hand around the back. Reaching out with that left hand. Byron's got it out. Going around the back and then reaching out with the right hand. I love that move right there. It's like he's high-fiving the crowd as he runs down the finish line. There you go. He's reaching out with his arms, holding that bag steady by his body, and now extending the bag out from the body. So you got two great moves you can do there with that sandbag. You can reach it out or you can hold it in. And now he's going for the arm swing in front of the body, swinging the arms side to side, switching hands. There you go, Nick. Nice and carefree arms. I call that carefree movement. It's when your body's just feeling the groove. It's not too tight in the muscles, just kind of hanging out. There he goes off the ground with the hot potato, going right hand, left hand, hot potato, bringing it back, bringing it around. I think that's a great idea. There you go. Byron's swinging it around, getting the bowler toss going, getting ready for the bowler throw. What did Nick just get? Nick's going around. He's got There it is. Nice job, Nick. There you go. You had a little friend there with you with the band. Up on the shoulder, going for the Pirates parrot. Here we go. We got that parrot wanting another cracker, dropping it on down. Here we go, everybody. Let's get ready for the switcheroo. And on this one, Byron, we'll have Nick lead us with the resistance bar. And let's have you follow along with Nick. So, Nick, go ahead and grab your resistance bar. And we're going to have Byron, Nick, you lead the move. I'm going to call out what you're doing. And Byron's going to follow along. And it looks like Nick's starting off with the chest press, holding it up to the chest and reaching out. There's one. And bringing it, holding it out. And it looks like he's doing a squat with the chest press. Ooh, so he's doing a chest press. There you go. Byron's doing it too. Bringing it down low. How low can you go? Nice job, guys. Both to the ground and then popping it back up. Nice job going down for number 2. And then we're in the kayak row. Hopping up, doing a kayak row. There you go, Byron. Kayak row. Nick's doing a kayak row and then doing an overhead press. Nice job going overhead press, bringing it down again to the low squat. Good moves from Nick there, bringing it up, going around into the kayak row. Both these guys are in the dragon boat, and now he's doing the baton spin, spinning it around. Nick's got the baton spin, and he's doing it Byron style with a tap on the ground. And it looks like he's tapping it on the ground, and he's doing the witch's pot. Here he goes. He's stirring it up. He's got the witch's pot stirring it around, and then he's going for the inchworm, doing the inchworm, getting down low. How low can you go? Nice job, Nick. Give us 2 more. There you go. Byron's doing the inchworm. Bring it all the way down. Look at these guys. How low can you get when you have the help? There you go. Nice move, Byron. Look at that. Up to the top, down low to the bottom. Go ahead and go one more move, Nick, and then we're going to get into our water break and meditation. It looks like Nick is getting the bar with 2 hands. He's holding it up. Byron's got the lumberjack. Nick's got the baton here going over his neck, behind his head, bringing it and going for a twist. There we go. So go behind the neck, Byron, and then go. Look at that move, Byron. Look at the move from Nick up on the tippy toes. Both of these guys are going freestyle right here. I love it. Nick's holding that twist, and now he's bringing it the other way. There you go, Nick. Keeping it going. I'm going to count it down for you. Here we got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Nice job, both of you guys. Oh my gosh, that was great. Look at Byron. Byron, you belong in the Marines, my friend. You'd be a gunny sergeant or a colonel. You'd have maybe a star on your collar. I'm telling you, Byron has got the moves. Nick, what a creative combo he put together there. You know, I think Nick got inspired by Sandy a little bit and was thinking, you know what? Sandy put together a cool combo. I want to put together a cool combo. Now let's get ready, everybody, because we got something else. Nick, get ready. You didn't see this, but Coach Emily had an idea. Let's have you and Coach Emily bring it on home for the rest of the workout with some meditation Monday. We're going to bring you back up, Nick. Here we go. Coach Emily's coming on up. And everybody's so happy to have Coach Emily joining us. She probably just got rained on. We have back-to-back storms, and now here she is. And out of the car dealership, hopefully all went well. And let's have you take it away.
Right. I'm out of the car dealership, but I still have car problems. So I had to get towed this morning, but I'm feeling good, spending some time in the garden. And, you know, no matter, as we talked about last time, no matter what's going on outside of us, we can really find our calm through our breaths. So Nick, how about you get everybody going with 5 balloon breaths? So please just.
All right. Everyone figuring do the screen, put your hand on your knee and put it on your breath. Tornado your breath. Now move your other out with your hands. And all do that we will do a balloon breath. And then fill you down with air. And then when you breathe out, and when you do breathe out, draw your dead out your mouth. They do that 4 more times, and they'll fill you down with air. And air. doing more that. And then they do two more. And then and one more.
All right, Nick. And then from there, we'll move our hands to our heart, to our chest, and we'll take a second, maybe close your eyes or look down at the floor and just set an intention or a goal for yourself, whether that is to find calm, to just be grateful, whatever it is that maybe would make you feel just a little bit better than you feel now. Maybe it's to just connect with nature, or to feel support from other people. Maybe you've been feeling like you haven't been supported. Just call to mind whatever you need to hear right now. From there, take your hands to your knees, and Nick is going to lead us in 5 seated cat-cows. So we're going to inhale, come forward, and exhale, come back, and lead us with our breath, Nick. Inhale.
And that there.
Inhale.
And that there.
2 more.
And that there.
Last one.
One more. And that there.
Great. And then from there, I'm thinking some helicopter breaths. Inhale to the left, exhale to the right. And Nick's going to count us down for 5. Here we go. Inhale, exhale.
5, 3, 2, and 1.
Nice. From there, come to the middle and let your elbows come up. Exhale, elbows down. And let's swim our arms back for 5. 1,
1,
2,
2, 3,
4,
4,
and 5. All right. There, Nick. Inhale, reach up, and we'll do a little a shark's fin for Jimmy Buffett. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, let your arms come to one side. Stretch. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, stretch. Inhale, back to the center. Look up at your hands. And exhale, float your arms up. And for right before Nick and I lead you through our breathing motto, I invite everybody once more to close your eyes. And just a simple thing. Let's see if we can be quiet on our own and just count 5 breaths to yourself. So every time you inhale and exhale, count your breath, taking nice deep breaths. Put all of your attention away from anything else and just count 5 inhales and exhales on your own. Here we go. And for your last one, really take a long inhale. Maybe see if you can even breathe in for a count of 5 and breathe out for a count of 5. So your biggest, longest breath yet. Here we go. Last one. And just feel your body settle into your chair. Let your hips relax. Notice the calm that you created in just a little bit of time. And you did that all on your own by focusing on your breath, trusting your body to help you to relax, to give you what you need when you need it. All right. So Nick and I are, if that works for you, Coach John, we're going to lead you through our breathing motto.
Sounds
And
great.
I will start, and Nick, you'll do the second part. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So here we go. In 5, 4,
4, 3, 2, and 1. And
breathe in the good.
breathe out the bad.
Breathe in the happy.
And breathe out the bad.
Breathe in your best.
And breathe out the wood.
Breathe in your power.
Do we the real? They will they good for today.
Oh, great job, Nick, with the Labor Day.
nice job,
goals.
guys.
Great job, Coach Emily, Nick, Byron, Sandy, Carla, Ben, everybody, Abraham, my mom was on here, Tyler, Caitlin's in the house, Mark's in the house. Great job to everybody. Remember, have a wonderful rest of your day. Stay healthy all day long. And when I see you next time on Wednesday, we'll have another great workout, but we won't be feeling like we overdid it on the holiday. We'll be feeling good and ready for the week. All right, Nick, give us a countdown. Are you unmuted? I like it when Nick.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bye everyone.